Start recording. Okay, this is re-entry, the game, and I'm in the Mercury capsule, and it's going to be doing a takeoff. I could do the whole flight, but it'd take too long, sort of thing. But you've got all these. I'll just show you all these different checklists that you go through here for the pre-flight, ascent, and orbit. And you got the emergency procedures, launch and ascent, orbit. You got the different flight modes up here, systems, all these checks that you've got to do. Anyway, we'll start off with the interior inspection. Just quickly go through this. I've held the launch at 4 minutes and 33 seconds, so we'll just do an interior inspection just before we take off. So the main battery switches are all on. If I just turn around here, they're behind the seat, so they're all in, they're all pushed in. You got one more, just down the bottom down there, they're all in. You got the other ones on the other side. What's this thing doing now? There we go. These three are all on. We're still connected up to the we're not in or we're not on internal power yet, so we're still connected to the tower basically. And what have we got to do now? So we checked all the main batteries, standby batteries, isolation battery in, complete all interior inspection, all switch fuses number 1 position. These are all the fuses here, I think. On the other side over here, just got to work this cockpit out. These are all the fuses over here, so they're all in the right position. Squibs switch, which is this one up the top here, it says off, auto retro jet switch arm, so arm this one. ASCS mode, select switches, normal, that's normal. RSCS switch auto, gyro switch, gyro norm. Control fuel handles in, manual fuel handle, that's in. All these handles are all got to be in, so they're all in. Retro delay switch, I've got to switch this one over. Photo light switch on, which is this one here. Basically all the switches are in the right position. I'm just showing you what you do in this sort of game. You get all these checklists. Cabin lights switch both, yes, that's on. TLM low frequency switch on, which is this one, that's on. Rescue switch auto, that's on auto down here. What else have we got? Launch control switch off, that's right up the top up here on the left. This one up here, launch control, yep, that's off. Retro attitude switch auto, I think that is. This one here, where is it? This one here, set to auto. Fire retro push button guard installed. Fire this one. Jet retro push button guard installed, yep. Retract scope switch auto. Yep, that's on auto. Snorkel ring in. just move this. I'm trying to get this view. So the snorkel ring's in. That's to let in oxygen, I think, on the descent. When you come back down into the ocean, you pull that out just before you land. I think it's below 10,000 feet. I'm not sure. Main ring in. That one's in. Reserve ring in. That's in. Landing bag switch auto. That's landing bag switch auto, I think. Control fuel quantity gauges check. Auto fuel 100%, which is this one up here. That's at 100%. And the manual fuel control, where is it? Control fuel is at 100% as well. Rate of descent, 0 feet per second. Altimeter check. Satellite clock. Time of day. Time from launch 0. Yep. Time from launch is 0. Yep. Time to retrograde is 4 hours and 13 minutes. That's plenty of time. Attitude rate. I think it's these things up here. Seem to be all in the right position. Attitude indicators check. Time 0. Cover remove. So we'll remove this. Cabin pressure check. Cabin pressure, that'll go down to 5.5 psi once we get into space. Cabin pressure, cabin air temperature check. It's a little bit high, I think. I'm not sure. Anyway, that's checked. Suit environment indicator check. This one on the right. Oxygen quantity check. Primary, secondary, which is this one here, 100%. Suit fan switch normal. This one over here, cabin fan normal. DC volts knob main. Yep. Ammeter switch power off. Oh, hang on. What did I do then? Oh, we did the wrong one. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong switch. This one's got to be off. That's off for the time being. Audio bus switch, normal. Audio bus switch, where is that one? Oh, Jesus. Audio bus, yep. 115 volts from this AC voltmeter. Fox power switch off, which is this one, that one there. Fox power. UHF DF switch normal. It's this one down here. Yep. UHF select switch high power. Yep. High power transmit switch off. Beacon switch ground. I don't know if I can switch this off. I've got this stupid thing in the way. There we go. Suit temperature selector, which is these things over here. It's on 3. Bugger it, we'll just leave it on 3. I don't want to stuff around with that. Maneuver on. Where is that located? Hang on. This one here is on. Yep. This spins up the gyros. Please allow 5 minutes spin up time. Yep. At T40, start abort capability check. We won't worry about doing that. We'll just go to the I don't want to make this video too long doing all these bloody checks. Anyway, what's the next checklist? Final checks. We'll just do the final checks. Launch control switch ready. We go up here and hit ready. Yep. Suit temperature to mark. We won't worry. We'll leave it at 3. Cabin temperature, inverter temperature, transmit UHF. Transmit UHF. Hang on, I've got to get into this wretched thing here. How do I get into this? This thing's in the way. Alright, transmit UHF. Perform radio check on UHF, so we'll do that. Radio check. Andy, we read you 5x5 on UHF. Okay, so that's done. Verify time 0 button, cover remove. Yes, remove that before. Warning, do not depress the time 0 button. Don't want to have to worry about that because it does it automatically. DC volts knob. That's up this one here. So you've got to check all the... Yep. 3, 2, 1. Squib switch. Put arm this one. That one's armed. T 30 seconds. Start ascent checklist. Just let's have a look at this one. Okay, this is when we're flying up in the air, basically. Anyway, I've got to switch to internal power. Have I done that? I don't think I have. Hang on. Switch to internal power. Umbilical power, you are now on internal power, yep. Roger. Okay, we've done that. Now we're ready to resume the countdown. Let's go to resume countdown. Roger, roger, roger. Hang on, what have I done here? Got no power. It's got to be on standby, I think. Standby. There we go. Didn't have that on. Oh. That's got to be on normal. Roger. Okay, we're ready to launch. We're going to be launching. We'll scale this time up. Let's go a little bit quicker here. This should start automatically. Time from launch. Oh, we are going 2 minutes to go now. Let's go back to the commander's seat. One minute. Launching into outer space. Alright, we'll stop this at 30 seconds. 20 seconds to go now. 28, 26. I'll go to the external view in a second. I'll go to the external view now. Here we go. We're ready to launch. The Atlas rockets. Mercury. Space mission. Here we go. Now I'm supposed to monitor the abort lights, monitor isolated battery voltage, monitor cabin pressure. We'll go from 15 to 5.5. Cabin pressure, yes. Monitor DC voltage, monitor DC air meter, monitor AC voltage if Atlas. On booster separation, start ascent. BCO checklist. There we go. We are launched. We have launched. So on booster separation, Jettison Tower, Jet Tower green after 20 seconds after it. Auto retro jettison switch off. Let me just turn that off. Start ascent. Seco checklist. Here we are, we're going into outer space. I'm supposed to be doing these checks, but nothing fails anyway, unless you set it in the game, but we are going into outer space. Let's just go back to the commander's seat. We'll go back to the window seat. Wow. Should get dark in a second. Go. It's getting dark out there. External, we'll go external view. See the stars out there. Just have a look at the pitch. External, there we go, we're still going. This thing here is supposed to, if the, there we go, it's just separated. Now we're on one engine now. If we go back to the orbital, the commander seat. This should turn green in a second. After this, see that Jettison Tower? If you were in a, if you wanted to abort, that's what we would use to escape. But that's green, so we're in orbit. We're in, no, we're close to orbit now. So, Jettison Tower green, approximately 20 seconds after BCO. Auto retro jet switch off. I'm not sure I'm supposed to turn this off now, but there we go. We're into space. Let's go outside and scale this. This capsule's got to separate from the booster here as well shortly. Let's go back to the commander's seat. Start ascent. Separation capsule. Amber, then green. Start orbit checklist. So we're going to do this in a second. Once it separation, this will go green. But I'm supposed to turn off this this switches for this as well. I'll have to go back in a second. Turns around to 180 degrees. Retrograde, I think, is when you're you have to slow the spacecraft down on re-entry into the Earth's atmosphere. You slow it down, and then that's how you enter the Earth's atmosphere without sort of blowing up. just go to the external view. Let's have a look here. We'll go to the orbital. This is where we are now. Now this should separate, hopefully. There we go. We have separation, and this light should turn green. Yeah, that's turned green. We'll just go back. I've got to go back here for a second. Green auto retro jet switch off. Which one is it again? That's off. That's got to go off. Retrojet fuse switch off. Where the hell is it? I'll have to run. Hit run for a second. Okay, we've done that. Yep. It's false. Oh, it's over here. Better switch this one off. There we go. So that's all done. These offs. So we'll go to the orbit checklist now. You look on the go to the commander seat. Or we'll just should hit the wrong button. So we have a look here now. There's the Earth, and we're in orbit. Outside, external view. There we are. We've done it. So I zoom in. These have got a fire at retrograde to slow the spacecraft down, and this is like the heat. This also blasts away, I think, as well. And then you got the heat shield when you enter the Earth's atmosphere, and you got the antenna and stuff up here. I think that's the antenna and the parachute. But anyway, we'll go back to the commanders, and there's what are we flying over here now? We're just over just into the Atlantic, I think. But what you can do is you can use the different flight modes. You've got different you got fly-by-wire, where you can sort of control the spacecraft. So fly-by-wire, where is it? This one here, auto push rate. Use hand control to the desired altitude. Let's just have this muck around with this. I'll probably get lost in orbit here. Alright, we're in fly-by-wire mode. You see this roll, yaw, and you got the pitch. If I'm doing it right, I don't know, you hit the A, S, D or W. Let's go for the roll. Oh, that's yaw. How do I roll it? Okay. Whoa. See how I roll in here now? Just got to press Q and you got the roll indicator here. So this is manual control, this fly-by-wire basically. That's what it's... Oh, do a big 360 here, look at this, wow. We'll get the Capcom upset the people down in the mission control. What the hell is this guy doing? Whoa, don't go too quick. I don't know how you stop it though. Oh shit. Whoa, that's what I mean. Let's go back to let's go back to normal. Now it will automatically put me back into the right position. So we're using all this bloody fuel here. So we got the manual on the right and you got the auto on the left, control fuel. So this will put us back into the right. See, we're way off course here. So hopefully we can get back here. Oh. Okay, we're nearly back. Let's go to the external view. See these little jets on the outside of the... They're controlling the rate of turn, the pitch, yaw control and roll. See, now we're back. We're almost in perfect position here now. There we go. So you can control it in manual mode as well, fly-by-wire mode, but I don't have a joystick, I'm only just using the keyboard and I'm not sure of the actual controls to do that. I did do the tutorial mission for it, but that was a while back, so I'll have to do the tutorial on it again. Anyway, what I'll do now is you got manual, rate, command mode. I'm not sure, you got a manual mode where you can just adjust one of these, like roll, pitch or yaw. You can manually control one of them and the other two will be auto, which will make it a bit easier. But anyway, let's go to this bloody pre-retro, 30 minutes. We'll have to speed up the clock here. Speed up the clock. There we go. See how we're going so quick now? We're flying around the Earth. Now, I've got to get this down to 30 minutes. Well, we don't want to be 30 minutes. It'll only be like a couple of minutes. Let's just zoom in here. Time to retrograde. 2 hours and 56. See how it's going down. If we look out the window and look at this Earth, wow. Yes, it would be fantastic to go into outer space. Yeah, you can see the lights down below as well. See the... It'd be fantastic to go into outer space. You watch that movie, The Right Stuff. It's all about the Mercury astronauts that first went up. The Right Stuff, the movie. It's about like the test pilots, where they trained. Basically, they would train flying the X planes, and then they went on to flying the Mercury spaceships. See, we're into the dark zone now. Let's just have a look where the hell we are outside. There we go. Shit, I better go back to the What are we on now? Yeah, the retro sequence, that just happened, that just worked then. Start retro check, we've done all that. Retro re-entry. Auto retro switch arm. Retro jet fuse on. The 05G telelight green. So this has got a slow. What I did the retro fire there, it sort of slows the spacecraft down. And where's the G meter? Accelerometer. Descent. Says jet retro telelight goes green 60 seconds after retro fire signal. Yeah, I actually had one of the fuses set to the wrong position. That's why it wouldn't fire the retro. Jet retro signal, okay, let's just run this. Auto retro jettison arm. Retro jet fuse true. Okay, I've got to do this. There we go. Let's go to external. See, it pushes that away. Now, attitude selection. Now we've got to wait for this telelight to go green. The 05G. See how this has got to turn green, and that's when we'll enter the Earth's atmosphere. So where's our... So we haven't got all day sitting around waiting for this thing to happen. This has got to turn green, so let's just jump ahead. Let's go 5 times, 10 times. Come on. 20 times, come on. What's our rate of descent? There we go. 0.05 G. So I'll slow it down now. Turn it off now. Now we should be entering the Earth's atmosphere, or the it should start rolling in a second. Speed this up. No, it's not going to let me speed it up. Here we go, I think. Yeah, here we go. We're starting to roll now. We're starting to roll now. We should be entering the Earth's atmosphere. We'll just go to the outside view. How's it doing? We're gonna crash. Are we gonna crash? Yeah, we're getting into the Earth's atmosphere here now, shortly, very shortly. Come on. Entering the Earth's atmosphere now. Re-entry, after re-entry, landing checklist. So we go back to the landing, go to the landing checklist here now. Okay. Drogue, fuse. At 21,000 feet, check drogue, chute, deployment. Approximately 20,000 feet, snorkel ring pull. That's where you let the, I think that's oxygen into the capsule. I'm not sure exactly. I did explain it before. Landing bag switch auto at 10,000 feet, main light, green, UHF. After impact, ASCS AC bus switch off, photo lights off. See how we're rolling here? We are rolling into the Earth's atmosphere. I've got to do these checks. So I've got to go back to the, there we go, you can see it there. So 21,000 feet, check drogue chute deployment. Let's go to the commander seat. Alright, let's go to run. Should see the chute. There's the chute there. Okay, ring open, snorkel out. 21,000 feet, yeah, 21,000 feet. We'll just check the altitude. There we go. 21,000, yeah. Let's just do these other things. Pull this out. Leaning bag auto, yep. 10,000 main light green, yep. There we go. Go to the external view. And there we go. We are landing right next to the aircraft carrier. What a cool game. Yeah, the Apollo program, that's a lot more technical. So there we go. Mission accomplished. Splashdown. Now I'm supposed to turn this off. Anyway, that'll do for this game.